Welcome back. It's time to talk about what's going around today. Each week we bring in local medical providers, and today we're joined by nurse practitioner Bettina Johnson from Minute Clinic. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for being with us again.
Thank you.
And this topic is something I wouldn't think about necessarily, laryngitis. So what happens when we have laryngitis?
So laryngitis is a fancy medical term for you have a hoarse voice. So oftentimes you'll have swelling and inflammation in your larynx, which is also where we house our voice box or vocal cords.
Okay.
So when the swelling occurs, then those vocal cords that normally open and close really smoothly to project sound, when they're swollen, that distorts the sound. So we get a hoarse, raspy voice, or sometimes no voice at all.
So how does this happen? Is it from talking too much? Is it a virus? What is it
Yeah,
exactly?
absolutely. So talking a lot, you're at a sporting event, screaming or talking too long in your day at work, or if you catch a virus, or even sometimes a bacterial infection, but most commonly we see are viruses. And we're seeing a lot of that right now, people coming into the clinic with hoarse voices, sore throats, runny nose, and they sound really sick when their voice is hoarse, but usually it's a mild illness that will clear up in a few days.
How do you treat it?
Most of the time it's symptomatic treatment, we just say rest the voice, don't cause any more irritation to that larynx, drinking warm liquids to bring good healing blood flow to the larynx, and then avoiding things like caffeine and alcohol that can cause further irritation.
That's one thing that I need to remember with coffee, because when I've had a sore throat, I don't know if it's necessarily been laryngitis, but I still want that coffee when I know I should be drinking hot tea.
I know there's warm liquids, honey and lemon, add that to your tea, that'll be helpful as well.
And something, if you need to go do a presentation or you talk a lot at work, this has me wondering, is there a quick fix? Is there something that you need to be back in work in 2 days with a voice? What can you do to maybe speed up the process?
You can go see a healthcare provider. You can come see us at Minute Clinic. We're open 7 days a week, but sometimes a corticosteroid, an oral steroid, can help reduce that inflammation a little bit more quickly. We don't usually prescribe it on a regular basis, but in dire situations, yes, we could do that.
And does laryngitis go away on its own? Can you wait it out, or do you need to go be seen by a medical professional?
Usually waiting it out is fine, but if your voice isn't healing after about 2 weeks, you definitely want to follow up with someone, or if you find that it heals and then it comes back, it kind of waxes and wanes and it never really fully resolves, definitely a reason to have that checked out. Sometimes you'll have laryngitis that goes along with trouble swallowing or difficulty breathing, if you're spitting up blood or maybe having a persistent high fever. Those are reasons you would definitely also want to have more immediate follow-up with the practitioner.
Yes.
Yes.